What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jay Rich here to talk some NBA prop plays over on Prizepicks for Saturday, January 28th. I believe I went 2 for 3 last time I did a video on Thursday. Couldn't do one yesterday, was a little bit busy. But we are back again today with more picks and bets over on Prizepicks. And make sure you use the promo code WAKEUP for a 100% deposit match up to $100. Let's roll the intro and let's get into the plays right now.
For all the high-flying action, take a step back and relax. It's time to count that money, the NBA props. No look any further. You know what time it is. Presented by Prizepicks, NBA props. Let's
count that money, man.
All right, so as you can see here, there are quite a few plays. Now, I will be out doing no picks probably. We'll see. Depends. Ray and I are going to be in Mobile, Alabama for the Senior Bowl next week. So the NBA plays may be a little few and far between depending on how busy we are, but we are going to try to put out some content for you guys. So I brought a lot to the table today. Now, as far as core plays go, we're starting with Jason Tatum over his points versus the Lakers. I mean, minus 125 on the books. The matchup doesn't seem that good, but Tatum has scored 34 points in each of his last 3 games versus the Lakers. He's going to want to put on a show for King James. They're going to go head-to-head. It's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun, but, I mean, Boston's a little bit better than the Lakers. Now, they do have Anthony Davis back, which will help them out on defense. Inside, I think Tatum's going to shoot over the defense, do what he does. One of the most efficient scorers in the NBA right now, MVP caliber player. Phenomenal. I believe he scored 35 against the Knicks a few days ago. So again, a guy who's just on a tear right now. As you see, last 35 points a game. Minutes, right around 40. 100 possession sim, right around 36 points. A lot of things pointing up for Jason Tatum. And even the historical data says he's probably got a pretty good shot of going over. So a core play for me there. And I will also be running back Jaden Ivey. This time, his points, rebounds, and assists. Killian Hayes did not start the last game. Double check to see if he starts this game. Again, if Hayes doesn't start, Ivy will be the primary point man. He'll probably get a decent amount of the assists, and we saw him go over his assists, over his rebounds, and obviously crushed his points as well last game. I'm continuing to ride the here today against Houston. Houston's one of their worst positions is against shooting guards. You'll probably see a lot of Jalen Green. We'll see who ultimately guards him, but they are one of the worst teams in the NBA in terms of guarding shooting guards, and Ivy's been playing at a very high level, so I will be rolling back with him again today at 25.5 for his points, rebounds, and assists. Not a lot of movement on the books, but the projection does say he's probably going to go over. Maybe close, but I do have him as a slight edge to go over, and I do like the form that he's been playing with, the confidence, and the ability to score against Houston in this one. Another core play for me will be KCP. KCP, the overs in the model are just everything for KCP. You could take your pick. I'm probably take the points and assists at 11.5. It was the highest one in terms of edge with the book lines and, of course, with the actual edge itself. We've been projected for right around 13.5. Matchup is relatively neutral, 18th in the NBA in terms of allowing points and assists to opposing shooting guards. But the bigger thing with Philly is the point guard position. They defend really well. So Jamal Murray, if he's playing mostly the point, should open things up for KCP. So KCP will be able to shoot over the defense. Obviously, Jokic will be heavily involved in this one. You see I have his rebounds and assists at 20.5, heavily juiced to the over at minus 130. The big thing with Jokic, and if you haven't picked up on this, whenever he plays another MVP candidate, he seems to be at his best. He really shows up in these big games. He hasn't played Embiid since March of last year, so he hasn't even played him this season at all. Hasn't played him since March of last year, and he went over the rebounds and assists, even at 20.5. He only had 21. But Philly this season has not been rebounding the ball very well. You see the matchup here is 17th in the NBA in terms of rebounds and assists. Now, Jokic, obviously, probably the best passing big in the league, if not one of the best passers in the league, period. But also, they have been allowing quite a few rebounds. They haven't been rebounding very well, and Embiid hasn't been rebounding very well. He can definitely go over in this one. It's just a very high total. So it's not a core play for me, a bit more of a flex play. And of course, I had to throw Bradley Beal on there. Bradley Beal's under. It's 30.5. It's still at 30. I don't know why. See the projection? Right around 25 for the 100 sim. Last 5, 23.6. Not sure why it's so high against the Pelicans. Again, the matchup isn't great. Probably sees a decent amount of CJ McCollum. Maybe he playmakes a little bit. It's been a lot of Kuzma. We'll see if Porzingis is back. But Beal just not really getting it done. Minutes, 30 minutes a game. KCP is getting more minutes than Bradley Beal. I don't know what's happening, but again, another under for us again today, so I wanted to bring it to the people. As long as it's above 30, I mean, I'm kind of fine with it at that point. He's just not really doing a ton out there for whatever reason. I don't know what it is. Maybe he's frustrated. Maybe he's waiting to be traded, but he's just kind of just going through the motions. on offense. So that's kind of the plays we're looking at. I think that Tatum, Ivy are my two like really core plays. Like them a lot. I think there's a lot of data to support them. KCP definitely in contention there. One of the highest plays in the model for us. Bradley Beal, again, one of the best underplays for us. And then Jokic is more of a how I feel this game's going to play out for me. I think the data still supports it. Obviously still an over. The bookmakers like it even at 20.5, which is a little surprising because you're basically saying he's going to get a triple-double. If you might as well, instead of betting him to go over -130, just bet him to get a triple-double because that's basically what the odds makers are telling you. And so that's kind of where I'm at. I think, to their point, probably comes more with rebounds and assists, but obviously he can do both, and he'll probably score 20 to 25 points at that as well. So we do have him for 22. It will be close, but I do like it. And then, of course, talking about KCP and Beal, I mean, they're fine spots. They're fine bets. I think Jokic and Beal are probably the riskiest ones. I do like Tatum and Ivy, and then KCP as well. So as always, if you tail, give Prizepicks hell, and if we fail, do not bail. Make sure to drop us a like and subscribe for future content, and I will see you guys in the next video. Probably the last one will be tomorrow on Sunday, and then we'll see kind of throughout the week when we're at the Senior Bowl. I'm out. Peace.